Hello again. We return for the. Oh wait, fuck yes, yeah. We return for the. I don't know what time it is.
CBR narrative mini arc saga,
It is the mini
or
arc
whatever you want to
saga.
call this.
I was trying to remember, like, just figure out how many freaking CBR lists we've done so far, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know.
Probably 15 or so at this point, maybe even
Probably
20.
more than 15, dude. Probably around 20. but but all right. So the narrative saga. So far, they've done the husband and wife Ichigo and Orihime. Terrible video. Uh, not a terrible video. Terrible list. Where our video's fantastic. The video's fantastic. It's just a terrible
By
list.
the video's the video's fantastic by comparison. It's just CBR's that shit.
Yeah, CBR is. CBR did not really reinvent the paper bag. Reinvent the condom with this one. But all right, this is 10 things that about the
Yeah,
espada that don't make sense.
you gonna read the intro paragraph now?
Oh yeah, we gotta read the intro paragraph. Oh yeah, you did it last time.
That's a thing we do for these narrative analyses.
Yeah, I forgot that you did it last time. All right, the hit shonen series Bleach features a huge cast of colorful heroes and villains alike. And after the Soul Society arc ended, a new set of foes arrived, the Ronkars, or unmasked hollows with swords. The 10 strongest of them are the Espada, an elite. Wait, hold on. I just want to see what this links to. Bleach 5 ways the Espada were the best villains and 5 ways the Stern. Ooh! Yo, that bro needs to do this one. That's
That
a
is some
soup.
spice for a future video.
Yes, sir. The tennis spotters are fearsome warriors, and they may even command lesser Ronkars in battle. Each of them have a unique rank and aspect of death, along with the unique Zonpokto. But some aspects about the Espadas are rather strange or haven't been fully explained in the lore. If viewers take a very close look, they may even spot details that don't quite add up. Alright, I'll do the
Let's
evens then.
see.
Number 10.
Well,
They're widely
you did the
varying
evens last time,
uniforms.
so
Did I?
okay.
Alright, then
Yeah,
I guess
you
you.
did.
Alright, you can do
Like
you
I
can
read
do
number one. Did you forget?
you can do the evens then.
Yeah, I'm doing the evens.
Do it.
Like, you said you were.
No, do it.
Okay. Number 10. They're widely varying uniforms. And you just show Zamari, not the image of all of them in the same room. Uh huh.
Very
Most
interesting.
vital details about the Espadas are explained sufficiently in Bleach's lore, but some odds and ends are still unexplained, or seem rather odd, such as the uniforms that these unmasked hollows wear. In fact, this applies to most Arankars, and not just the Espadas. And why is this a point for the Espada?
Hmm.
Aizen gave his Espadas uniforms to wear, with the inverse color scheme of the Soul Reaper uniform. However, the style of clothes varies a great deal. From Zamari ah, from Zamaru's monk-like attire to Ulquiorra Schiffer's coattails and Arniero's high-collared outfit and white gloves, it's hardly a uniform at this point. Like, okay, they just have different outfits they like.
Dude, they
Why is this
literally
here?
have a general aesthetic that they all follow. Like, they, dude, if you see them in the outfit, you know that is an Espada. The only difference is that they have different designs in them. Like, dude, Kubo wanted them to have this thing that you can identify them as the color scheme being inverted, right? And then you're
Dude,
like,
like,
okay, we have the
look at
Espada, cool. Like, what?
look at any Shinigami from the Soul Society. Like, take one look at their robe and you know who it is because they stylize it. They all have different tastes and
Yeah,
different. They're all alterations. Why can't the Espada have the same courtesy?
exactly.
I mean, hell, Aizen, Gin, and Kaname, those three alone have very different outfits between each other.
Like, dude, look at our boy Kenpachi in comparison to Shunsui. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Why is this? Why is? Why are there clothes here?
Literally,
I
dude,
don't get
all
it.
of them have different styles, dude. Like, dude, like, what is the problem with them having different styles, dude? Like, Is there a captain version of this where they say, dude, all the captains have different styles to their uniforms, therefore it's
Well,
not a uniform?
there is. We do have 10 things about the Shinigami that we go says later down the pipeline,
It,
so
bro,
maybe.
it better have that, bro. That better be a point for a dude, or I'm gonna be upset. But yeah, this is just stupid. It's the exact same thing for the Shinigami, bro. Like, I just find this weird. Like, I don't think there's anything else that's like kind of just like stupid.
It's it's such a non-point.
Yeah. All right. So 10 bad. We're off to a horrible start, bro. The narrative analysis saga is just sadness and sorrows currently. But all right, what is number 9? Why does Sparta need huge palaces? Nig. The world of Hueco Mundo is meant to represent dry, empty bones, with a stark white desert and empty hallways in the Palace of Las Noches. But wait, no. But even then, it seems silly for each espada to have massive palaces apiece. Do they need so much room? Well, the place is big. Not really. Based on what we see on screen, espada have only a few minions and even less furniture, meaning they out to have some smaller houses out of sheer practicality. At least Silopero has an excuse for being for a huge palace since he needs room for his laboratories and specimen storage. Dude, what kind of
The
point is this,
Espada don't
dude?
like each other.
Yes.
They don't like each other. Why would they want to live in like small confined rooms near each other?
Like, this is firstly, right? It's like saying, like, bro, somebody has a huge house. And they're like, bro, it can be smaller. Because, like, you don't need such a huge house. So, they can have the huge house if they want to. Like, why would they want to interact with anybody else? Especially Bargon. Like, just use Bargon as an example. Former ruler of
Or
Fuego
Yami,
Mundo.
who no one likes.
Yes. Or, dude, this was a thing I was just reading in BBS, bro. I know I should always take scans of BBS, bro. It's always just like they always just come up randomly when you want to talk about shit. But literally, like one of I think it's Bargon Fractions for the banner that's out for BBS right now. There's a story event for the Rocker Encyclopedia, bro. Literally, like the guy that looks like a freaking animal, dude. All of them look like an animal, but the one that looks like a elephant, like partially looks like an elephant, dude. He's literally like, bro, don't be rampaging about, bro. You're just going to mess everything up. I'm like, bro, if things happen, right, there's a reason you're not allowed to use your resurrection under the canopy. The place has to be big, bro. Just in case, just like, even if something breaks out, bro. Like, whoa, what is the purpose of just having a smaller house? What does it do if you have the space? Especially since it looks
Yeah,
like
like
a. I don't know if you've seen the early part of when they just got into Hueco Mundo in the anime. It looks like Hueco Mundo was built on the old palace. Like there's two versions of Hueco Mundo, like the the original one and what's built on top of it. Cause like they have like sealed off paths. So
mm,
I'm like, Uh, it'll take too long to get it here, but dude, literally being renovated, bro. It's being built up. Like, what is this, dude?
like and why wouldn't Aizen offer large buildings to his strongest soldiers? Like,
Literally.
hey, you're my best guys. Yep, you deserve the space.
Like, what's
You
wrong
know what I
with
mean?
it? What's wrong with it, bro? Why is this something that doesn't make sense? Especially since they can get around it just fine. Like, why is this a point? Why
Stark quite literally just flash or I'm sorry, Sonitos over to Orihime, then back to Aizen in a split second. and
literally.
they're like, what, halfway across the fucking Los Noches at that point?
Yes, dude. I'm like, come on,
Uh,
Sway. They're
hey,
literally like
Prideful.
in the middle of like Lost Noches, dude. They're
What
like
the heck?
in the middle, and this thing goes.
Uh, we
Oh,
finished the Orihime list. We got 10 character traits of Ichigo that make him unlikable, even though like they don't.
yep, bad
And now
points.
we're on 10 things about the Espada that don't make sense. Their clothes and the fact that they live in large homes. That's
Yep,
where we're at right now.
What the fuck?
It's
That
CBR,
doesn't make
bro.
any sense.
Oh, you can't see the screen?
I,
Is
We
that
can
what you
see
said?
it.
I can.
Okay. I thought you said you can't. My bad, my bad. But yeah, man. Number 9 is a stupid point. This is stupid. What about 8?
What's number 8? Why the strongest espadas weren't mobilized sooner. For the sake of the narrative, the Arrancars appeared in ascending order of strength, allowing Ichigo Kurosaki and his friends to smoothly move from one challenge to another. You gonna ignore the fact that Ichigo kind of ping-ponged between Grimmjow and Ulquiorra and then Noitora there? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're just gonna ignore that? Or that Zomari was introduced after Ulquiorra?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the strongest espadas were held back, with the exception of Ulquiorra, who appeared early and often. Are they trying to they're on the Clyde propaganda. They think he's the strongest. They're on the Clyde propaganda.
Nah, nah, nah. There's no way. There's no way.
But
Yep.
he's the strongest character in the series. We don't know Gunde Itapa's multiplier.
You know
Yami
what?
Largo joined Ulquiorra just for fun, but Aizen could have sent stronger minions such as Tyr Halibel or even Coyote Stark to assassinate Ichigo, or Keese or Reaper Captain sooner. These are strong warriors. Why save them for the last second? Dude, can they
Why
even
this?
and
Hmm?
I don't think the Rockars can even enter the Soul Society. How could they assassinate a captain unless it's Toshiro?
Yeah. And another thing is,
I'm like, dude, if they're
why
talking
would
about
any of
them
the other spotters
invading,
kill Gami unless they
dude,
were specifically ordered to?
dude, like, they literally left the Espada, right? Like, at least once they get into their like, they get into like Quick Omega, right? They wait until the captains are there just to trap them, to make them have less than 50% or like half their strength gone. Like, dude, Aizen was just waiting around. Like, dude, they just played into his hands just by coming here. Aizen did the minimal amount of plays and got the results he wanted. Like, bro, what is this?
Like, by keeping Halibel, Baragon, and Stark close to his chest and waiting for fake Karakura, he still kept his strongest soldiers
A secret.
and just headed off for. Like, he just went over to fake Karakura with his best warriors aside from Yami, and even then, Yami's not always at his best.
Yeah, dude, it's literally like,
But
how does how does Aizen make this play right? So now like we have these guys that like, oh, okay, you you don't have any information on. Very cool, right? Because like, okay, we saw Yami, we saw him a few times. We saw Ukiora. Ukiora's pretty strong, you know. Like, oh, freak, this man like fucking swatted away an attack from Keith. You're like, oh, okay, oh shit, oh shit. Like these guys could be like okay, dude. Like these guys can be powerful, but it's just like, bro, have did nothing. Literally, just have like 3 guys that like are monsters. Don't have any information about. Like, come on, bro. It makes the threat loom bigger. You don't know how many forces he does have. Like they're all guess. Like they're all guessing, dude.
And even if he's talking about just like, why didn't he send like Stark or whatever to kill Ichigo at the start of the arc? He didn't even want to kill Ichigo. He wanted to check Ichigo's progress.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally just
he
checking
specifically
progress.
ordered Ulquiorra to be there to measure how strong he is.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's literally like,
Um,
dude, he's like, all right, bro. Cause he literally hold up, cause if you do remember, like Aja literally just said like to Ukiora like originally, like just kill him. Like hold up, let me see if I can get it, cause like Ukiora was just like, you're so trash, you're not even a threat. It was literally like, dude, Aizen was just like, Aizen did. Aizen basically did what they're saying right here. He said to Ukiora. Ukiora was just like, yeah, this thing's kind of trash. This nigga red Ukiora, big smart Aizen right here, and it's just like, all right, boom, got him checked. He's trash right now. All right, I need to orchestrate some things then. Bro, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Keep
Uh,
going.
mm, so what are
you
they
know,
doing here?
could you repeat that, Purple?
I said, what are they basically arguing here? Are they saying
It's
why
like,
they didn't
why
bring
did
us?
they're just trying to make like a why didn't they send in the strongest first to just murder everyone?
Yeah.
But they
Like
did.
that's not.
Ukiura could beat Yamamoto.
Well, actually, he kind of did because Yamis is Zero's father after all.
Like, dude, like, just for context right here, right? Like, I'm just showing, like, this is just for the video. These niggas are getting more information on the espada every time, dude. When Yami comes, then Ukyo, like, Kisuke has this, like, this inflatable thing right here, bro, to dodge attacks, like, the balloon. I'm like, dude, come on, stop it. Like,
Dude,
it's not
Mayuri
even
made like these
tactical.
anti-Arrancar bombs just from encountering, just by analyzing the fights that Uryu and Renji went through. Like, like with a mad scientist like Mayuri in the group, you do not want to give the Soul Society any information that's not necessary.
Yes, dude, you literally have Kisuke and Mayuri, dude. Dude, come on,
Like,
bro.
both of them being scientifically more intelligent than Aizen.
I don't know if I would go that
Anyway,
far. I don't know if I would
and
go that far. Kisuke,
scientifically,
maybe.
because like, dude,
Scientifically, fine.
have
Yeah,
you seen the shit
scientifically, fine.
Mayuri does?
I'm like, Isaac doesn't even consider him to be,
Man
like,
managed
up
to
there, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man.
man managed to replace his organs as a countermeasure against Zio with less than an hour of time.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. The only man that surpasses his Aizen's genius was Kisuke, bro. Like, they don't even be talking
Uh,
about Mayuri, bro. I don't
No,
know. I
the
don't
smartest
know.
character in the entire series is Mayuri.
What? The what?
The smartest character in the entire series is Mayuri.
Yo, that.
Don't you know why
With
he's
that
my
being
favorite
said, no
character?
sir, no sir. Kisuke's smarter.
anyways,
Aizen's smarter.
let's move on to number
But
7, please.
all right, the Espada's use of Kaja Nagasyon. The Espada rarely uh, rely mainly on their Zanpakuto in battle, and they need few other items or weapons. However, Aizen did give them an item called Kaja Nagasyon, or Negation Box, that can trap the Arrancar inside a pocket dimension. When used on lesser Arrancars, the effect is permanent. The way Grimjow Jackajax explained it, this device is meant to punish disobedient fractions, but permanent exile is an odd choice of punishment, and this item is seen in use only once. Grimshaw used one to get rid of Ukiura, so he could fight Ichigo without outside interference, and used Kaji Nagachion, which never met it again. Like, are you saying, like, why they don't use it in combat? Question mark?
It only works on the way it's phrased. Like, didn't he have doesn't he also have to like put it in a hollow hole? Would be like literally useless against Shinigami.
I don't know if that's a
What do you mean?
prerequisite
What do
for
you
it.
mean? With this powerful item, Hadanero could have one-shot Yamamoto.
Shut the fuck up with your contrarian takes. I'm actually getting sick of it, prideful.
Nobody cares you're getting sick, retard. Anyways, I don't know if
Like,
the hollow hole is a requirement. It could be. I'm not sure.
I remember like Grimjow throwing it into Ulquiorra's neck hole.
Like, yeah, he does throw it into, like, the hollow hole. I just don't know if it's an actual requirement that it be thrown there, or if that's just where he threw it.
Honestly, the item's pretty fucking useless since Ukiyo broke out of that shit in base.
Well,
Like,
it's meant to punish weaker Arankars.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, even if they could use it against the captains, it'd be pretty fucking useless.
okay, so Ukiora Deacon, like, negged it, and how long was it? How long did Grimjow say?
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours or something. So I'm like, Ukiora did that in his base. If he went into, like, Segunde Etapa, like, the shit would have just blown up. Or if he even went into his resurrection, it probably would just blow up. Because, like, if
Like,
It fought her like
Are you talking about like how it's a weird punishment? Because, dude, imagine being stuck in a pitch black void for the rest of your life, forever, with no way out.
Yeah, but
forever.
really,
I mean.
item is just dog shit since it will not help him at all in actual fights against relative enemies.
It's not even meant to be a combat tool. It's meant to punish insubordination, basically.
Yeah, fraction. So no, I'm just going by CBR's logic here. Uh, just like that's why I made the joke. Harinero beat Yamamoto with this item since Yamamoto would just fucking shatter out of it instantly. Realistically,
Even if
like they make
even
it
if it
sound like
could
such a
work
big
on
deal.
him.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't actually do
like
anything in combat. It's just like, oh, minor inconvenience. Now, okay, now you have like time to recover. So do I. You just put us back to square one.
actually,
Are you going to try to
I
jump
think
me?
I think you could make an argument that some of the fraction could even break out of that shit.
Like maybe, maybe. I'm not gonna say
I
for or
can give
against
it
it.
to
I
them
doubt
because
it.
they point out how it's basically just it's kind of an ass pull that just comes out of nowhere, just to keep Ukiura out of things for a couple hours. Like
Yeah,
I
but
can
again,
kind of
like
give it that point, but
it's
like
based with your
everything else is wrong.
no. What makes this even worse, Yang, is it's a weakened base Ukiura since Ukiura took a little bit of damage,
Did he?
and yeah, he did. He took. I think he has like a burn mark or two on his body from the Getsuga, holified
Dude, that is
Getsugas and shit.
dude, that does not matter, dude. That is not actual like
No, I
relative
don't.
damage.
No, like basically all that Getsuga did to him was burn his clothes. Like his skin was spotless.
No, it did cost. No, it did go through his skin. If you look at him, he does have scuff marks on his actual hands, and he does say you got through my
Mm.
Piero. But okay,
I
six.
feel like we're
Why
spending way
Stark
too long on this thing.
is allowed to be lazy? Like, bro, it's a CBR list, bro. Like, entertain the value about just whatever else we're talking about in this series.
They're hyper focusing on the most minor shit. Like I was expecting a lot more like big sweeping things, you know?
Uh huh.
Not this. Why Stark is allowed to be lazy. The number one espada is Coyote Stark, who is a true powerhouse. Oh yeah, he's strong, yeah, but not number one, because well, even though he is number one, funny enough, but no, because Ukiyor is stronger than that. True to his rank, he has incredible combat skills and sharp intuitions, like a cunning coyote. He is skilled enough to face Captain Kyoraku and Captain Ukitake, but if we're up to him, he'd never bother fighting at all. That's just Stark being himself. But it's strange to imagine the ambitious and power-hungry Sosuke Aizen indulging Stark's lazy ways, since Stark's apathy represents a huge waste of his capabilities. Aizen could have and should have prodded him along a bit more.
Oh my god,
At the end of the day, he's still going to fight for the Arankars, because they're the only friends he's had in his entire life.
yeah. No, what makes this worse, dude? Seeing this trend, I want them to have. I just want to see why was Yami allowed to be stupid?
Why was his intellect modified? Hell yes. Bro, why was Sion Grantz allowed to split himself, bro? Why was it Bro, why was it
Why
Sion
was
Grantz forced to
Why was Xylopera allowed to experiment on his fractions?
Why was Harinero not force fed hollows?
Oh, bro, that's a good one. Why was he forced? Oh, like, dude, this is just so clown. But alright.
Why was Paragon not ranked number 9 just to spite him?
This would be so powerful, bro. Alright. Alright.
What? What? Oh.
So, number 5. The Espadas almost never take orders from Kaname Tozen. What do they mean by this? In theory, ex-captain, Kaname Tozen was the general of the Iran Cars. In theory, no, he was. He was one of the generals. and that placed him a
Yeah,
rank
if he
above the
was.
Espada. This is not in theory, that's just what he was. The idea is that Aizen is in charge
Outright,
overall, while
outright
Tozen is
states
more
he's stronger than the Espada in the
Phantasm.
anime.
Yeah, who dishes
And
out
it's implied in the manga from
battlefield
what I've
orders
heard.
to keep Espadas coordinated. In practice, though, this really happens. It's true that Tozen were called the roguish Grimjow early in the Rancor arc, but otherwise it's usually Aizen who gives the Espada their orders. During the Fakar Kurotan arc, Tozen was more concerned with fighting Captain Sajin Kamamura personally. Some general, wait, some general he was.
But
Dude,
by the time they
Wow.
fight, the Espadas are out.
like, dude, like, what did you want, like, Tozen to do? Because the Espada don't take orders from Gin either. Don't do anything Gin says. Like, at best you have,
Actually,
like, in
the
the
only part that I
encyclopedia.
don't actually think listens to Tosin is Grimjow.
Uh, hold up, because like if you go by the like encyclopedia, like in like what's shown, right? Gin is constantly like he's going around. These guys are trying to test like Gin, and they get immediately negged, and they're like you know, and like Gin's like, hey, calm down, bro. Like what are you doing? Like sit down.
Like,
Like come on, bro. Stop it, dude.
are they trying to say like Kaname never gives them orders? But like
Gin doesn't either.
Aizen,
Aizen like
Aizen's
doesn't
the
really do
top
anything.
dog. Like they'll
Yep,
follow what he says because they're terrified of his power. Like Kaname giving orders isn't needed,
dude.
and
Even though Kaname's stronger than
and
all
he's
of them.
such a
I'm very
and Kaname's such a fanatic towards Aizen that if Aizen said something that was contrary to Kaname's orders, he would just be like, okay, yeah, just do what Aizen said instead.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude,
I know.
Aizen
But
barely gives orders in the first
I think the
place.
only Espada that would not listen to Tosin, if they were like ordered to, would probably either be Berrigan or Grimjow, and
Maybe Yami.
Noitora. Maybe Noitora.
No,
No,
Noitora
I
would.
think Yami is
Noitora.
the one to bad
If you do
Yami's
no,
full
like
funded.
Noitora definitely like wouldn't. Noitora's character, he will just concede to like people that are stronger than he is. Like he will just like concede to them. Like that is just like how it is. Uh, Grimjow was
Unless it's a
about to
woman.
like Grimjow, yeah, but no, he even like actually not yet, basically. But then
Like the
there's
only thing keeping Grimjow
Grimjow.
on a leash is the fact that he's far from the top dog there.
Yeah, like Grimjow was going to try to like fight Tozen. Like he caught Grimjow by surprise, cut off his arm, and then like he was going to fight him because of it, but Grimjow would have gotten his ass beat. Is what it is.
And there's sort of Waco Mundo where it's like everyone realizes, oh, Ichigo's friends are here. Grimjow's just like, they invaded our fucking home. I'm going to kick their ass. And I was just like, do you want to sit
Sit
down and
down.
have your tea? No, I want to kick their ass. Don't you want to sit down and have some tea? And just floors him.
Yeah, like literally, like bro, these niggas don't know their place till they're put in their place, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah.
if Aizen didn't interfere right there, dude, Tozen would have smacked the freak out this man, and bro, Tozen would have smacked the
Dude,
freak out of man, bro.
Kame probably would have decapitated him in an instant if Aizen didn't stop him multiple times.
Dude,
Like Kaname does not tolerate insubordination in any
like, dude,
way.
take it like this, right? So our boy Shinji, right? Our boy Shinji uses his Shikai on Aizen, cool. He does his little old attack, alright, cool, whatever, right? Our boy Shinji fights Aizen, he fights Gin, and he fights Tozen. He fights all three of these niggas on separate occasions. I'm like, dude, what is this Tozen slander, dude? If Tozen wanted to do anything, they would just listen to Tozen. And if they didn't, they would
Yeah.
just get beat into their place. Literally says, I'm
Alright,
stronger than the
I
Espada, bro. Like, in its
think
first, like, release.
Grimjow will ever get his head cut off though and listen to Tosin.
Yeah. Dude, like, dude, he literally had his arm cut off already. Like, dude, Some like Tosin would just neg these people, bro. First resurrection, and then he has a second
Yeah.
one. Like, come on, dude. Stop. 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 What's four, bro?
Next, I guess,
Yeah.
how and why the Espadas formed originally. That's an unanswered question. That's not something that doesn't make sense. Ex-captain Sosuke Aizen rebooted the Espada with his powerful new Iran cars and his Hogyoku, but he didn't invent the concept of the Espadas. At some point, it's not clear when, strong Iran cars came together and formed this core, including Arnieru Arueri. Yeah, he was a part, like, the first set
Oh,
of Espada to ever
this thing is
exist.
stupid. Oh my god, this thing is retarded.
What inspired these mighty Menos Grandes to form a small but elite team like that? And to what end? Did they intend to rule all of Wakemundo or watch each other's backs against rival hollows? It's difficult to
Dude.
say. We literally do not know.
Dude, no, no, no.
It's an
Dude,
unanswered part of the
this is
story. It
no, no.
doesn't matter.
Dude, this is
Well,
wrong
if
off
they're a long
premise.
car, doesn't
This
that just
is
mean they're strong enough to
no,
rule
no, dude,
Wakamundo?
dude. This is
Like,
wrong off
Argon was
presence.
the top dog for years,
Dude,
centuries, millennia in
dude.
Wakemundo.
This is wrong off premise, dude. The Espada were only formed with Aizen, which is why with Aizen's removal, the Espada has no meaning. There was no Espada before. There was a previous Espada group with different members in it that we do see, but the Espada have literally changed and the rankings have changed. Sion Grant originally was number 0. He split, and then there was Zio, and then there was Sion. Now Sile was what is Sile? 8? He's either 8 or 7.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
and you have Noitora, who used to be 8 and way weaker than Nell, but then he became number 5 and closed the gap by a decent margin.
we have Dordoni and like the other. I'm saying the other ones. I don't
Dordoni,
remember.
Cerucci, and
Yep,
Gantenbein. They
yep.
used to be Espadas, but they're just not up to snuff anymore.
Dude, I'm like, dude, like what are you talking about? Aizen just made the Espada to be elite, like elite, his elite army, dude. That's what he did. Went to Weko Muno. So like, all right, bro. Y'all finna be my hollows, you know? You feel
I
me?
have a question about Zardoni. If you threw Zardoni in a Soul Society arc, would he solo everybody, or would he get fucking stomped?
He's not gonna solo everybody. He's gonna get pretty far
He's
though.
not going to solo, but he would get pretty far. I think he stops at Yama at worst. I think?
Hold up.
Like,
Ah, fuck. No. Nah, he would, dude. Or Bashin, dude. Ah. This.
Bashi?
Yep, yep. It's after that, bro. After the Bounce arc, after the OVA. Like, oh. Soul Society's getting. Soul Society's getting done in. It's getting done in. Getting done in. Sadly enough.
all right, number 3, I guess, because
Alright.
there's just this is such a non-point.
Yami's rank change. Strictly speaking, this odd aspect of the Espada was explained after the fact, but it was still a rather silly and unnecessary complication to the ranking system. It seems the story wanted the Espada to be ranked 1 through 10 to be intuitive, but Yami's rank required a change. Yami represented infinite rage and unlimited potential as a result, so his rank changed from 10 to 0 when it releases on Foxtel. I technically the Espadas have been ranked 0 to 9 to start with, but the revelation felt awkward and a bit uh, contrived. It would have been easier to either have 1 through 10 or 0 to 9 after all. 10 is a fake rank. It's literally just said the
Well,
Espada aren't ranked
you
from 1
know,
through 10. It's 0 to 9.
I can actually give them credit on this because Yami being number 0 and like the Espadas being 0 to 9, not 1 to 10, is straight up a retcon. This is the one
No,
thing I'll
it's
give
not.
CBR here.
There never
Because like
was.
at their
It was never
start of
said
the
to be 1
Arrancar
through
arc,
10 in the first place.
like start of the Arrancar arc, fucking Xiaolong says like, our top, the greatest soldiers among us are ranked 1 to 10. And like you could argue like, oh, he's not this body, he doesn't really know. But like from an audience perspective, it's a retcon. This is the one thing I'll give. Like from an in-universe perspective though, it's just like he's just really fucking swole in his resurrection, but really weak in his base form. I don't know how else to put it. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
10 is literally a fake rank, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, either if you watch it or you read it, Yami literally says how 10 is a fake rank. They literally just say it directly. We then see, oh, okay, Yami not only gets stronger by just storing energy, he also gets stronger by rage and continuously has growth potential. Then says how nigga Noitora, Ukiora, and Grimmjow are all fodder to this nigga, and then Ichigo agrees with this nigga. It's like, dude, 0 to 9, dude. Like it's fine, even if it's 10 to 0, dude. Like it just doesn't matter. This nigga just goes into his resurrection, and then boom, strongest. Like this doesn't really matter. This is just odd. I would say this is just odd to have here. Because it's just like, what? Like, even if it is just like, oh, it's a retcon. Like, dude, okay, I have a transformation. Okay, I'm strong. Okay, and what's the problem here? Like,
Aye.
Findor gets stronger just by, like, breaking his mask and becoming, like, as strong as Captain. Like, what's the problem here, dude? Come on. Alright, and two, it's yours.
Why they eat and drink? Are you serious, dude? This is Soul 101 in Bleach. Are you fucking serious?
Hey, what are they saying?
Number two, why they eat and drink. A few times in the story, it was suggested that the Espada and their fractions can eat and drink, which is rather odd. It is well known that monstrous hollows eat human spirits and even their own kind. But in a flashback, Neliel to Oldishfunk mentioned being hungry, and as of the Ronkar, she had no need to eat other spirits. What is more, Aizen somehow served hot tea to the Espada during a meeting. Yet one wonders why the Ronkar would need or want to drink, and where the tea came from. Water is nowhere to be found in Wikamundo, nor do any hollows need it for anything. You know they're not hollows exactly anymore, right? Like,
They're half breeds.
Arankars are hollows that gain Shinigami powers and Shinigami bodies. Like, they're functionally identical to Shinigami now. Like, throughs even like, if an Arankar is like a hollow with a Shinigami skeleton, then you should have the Soul Chain and Soul Sleep. So I'll just neg those so you're powerless now.
Mm.
Like, they're just
Like, dude, they're,
basically identical to Shinigami in
they're,
a biological sense.
their biology is very similar to them, like to a Shinigami. Uh, it's just question just like how much it is similar, because in the guide it's just like it's saying like things are in places where they should be question mark. So it's just like some things are different. We just don't know it's different. Like it just doesn't matter, dude. If we see that they're drinking and eating, oh, okay, nigga, they have a digestive tract. They can fucking eat and drink. And what's the problem? Who cares?
Like, even like non Shinigami can have to eat and drink because they have spirit energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Is
then
it
again,
that big of a fucking reach?
I'll bring up a. I agree with one of our points. How the fuck did they get water, or did they just use keto for that?
They can just get it out.
Dude, they have Holybell. They have Holybell.
I really need to make some TV. Say, Holly Bell, give us some hot water, please.
Yes, she literally can boil. We literally see. No, wait a minute. No.
Even this, we can put against them. Even the water.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm going to need to edit that out. Fuck. I'm going to need to edit that out. I'm going to need to edit that
What?
out. Oh my god.
What?
Wait, what up?
Oh, y'all didn't see it.
What, did you get some
Oh my
porn?
god. Yes, dude. Dude, no. It was just freaking a girl with her tits out, dude. I typed in a Holly Bell, and a freaking girl with her tits popped up.
You gotta cut that out.
Dude.
Oh,
Oh my god,
You
dude.
see,
Fuck.
this is... Dude, you should have known you were treading some very fucking hot water. You look Holly Bell in the
Oh my
Google
god.
search.
Oh my god, dude, I'm fucking dying, dude.
Unintended, by the way.
Yeah, oh my god. But yeah, they can freaking eat me. Like, who cares, bro? Nigga, Eisen created a fucking star, bro. And y'all niggas are like, bro, why can they eat and drink? I'm like, why can they drink, bro? Well, nigga made a star. Do you think he can't make water if he wanted to? Even disregarding Hollywood.
All
Or you forget Hot and Yarrow can create water too.
Oh yeah, Kyan. Dude,
yes, yeah, and he doesn't even need to use his quote real Zanpakuto. He can just change his sword. He doesn't need to change his entire body to do it.
dude, it's so. I'm done, dude. So done. All right, what's one, dude? Tyr Hollybell's ultimate fate during the final battle against Aizen's army. Tyr Hollybell escaped death, but she did suffer a serious blow when Aizen turned on her and slashed her with his Zanpakuto. Later, Hollybell returned to Hueco Mundo and became its queen, only to face the mighty Sternwinds and and face defeat at Aizen at Yuha's hands. Aw, dude, they ranked this third runner. Yo, oh my god, this is so good. Hollywood was taken to Silverton and chained as a prisoner, but it's unknown if the Sternriders did that to question her or to simply gloat over the victory over the Hollow's queen. And what happened to Hollywood after that? It is vaguely suggested that this fallen espada is still alive, but no details are available. Even Grimshaw's fate was clearer than that. Dude. These niggas don't
They
know the
don't read
novels
the
exist.
novels.
These niggas don't know the
They
novels
don't.
exist.
Okay, when was this written? When was this written? April
Dude,
4th, 2021. When were the novels written? And like
dude,
confirm where Hannibal was alive.
hold up, because it's the first one, dude. Hold up. Camp Hero 1 release date. Let's see. English, July 7th, 2020. You
But
had a
this was
year.
out in English for a year.
You need to stop it, bro. You could literally have done it, dude. Because people were talking about this before even the official translations were on, dude. You could literally type in into Google what happened to Hollybell, and you would have found something on Reddit. Stop it. You could have literally searched that up. What happened to Hollybell after the Thousand Year Blood War, and you would have gotten it. Stop it, please. What are you doing, Swin?
You know, I was honestly expecting this as a point that CBR would make. Why do they serve under Aizen? They hate them. I honestly thought CBR was that incompetent that they would include a point that's directly addressed in the story.
you know, this is just an L. This list is an L. We're sad to say, CBR, you have failed the test. I'll have to
Like,
be taking your bleach license away.
the only points that I will kind of give CBR is the Kaja Nagasyon and Yami's rank in the sense that if they're speaking in the context of just like weird slash poor writing, but even
What,
then, in universe, shit makes sense.
what do you mean? Bleach is a masterpiece. Nothing's bad written in it whatsoever.
No. Anyways, um, bad list. Uh, that's all I have to say. Bad list.
At
Nuclear
a
face.
standard form. I will say though, these narrative analysis are way better written sentence wise than their versus shit.
Yeah, it is. They need to change their teams up, honestly. I'm keeping a buck
Like
50.
because I haven't read a single sentence during the narrative analysis, so I'm just thinking like, okay, that's a weird way to phrase it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, compared to their crossover shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, what's better about doing these narrative lists? No light Yagame.
Yes. Watch the next. Watch the next list will be 10 protagonists better than Ichigo. Number 1, Light Yagami. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, what
video.